Hello, everyone. It's Vanessa Levin from Pre-K Pages coming at you live from the Dallas, Texas area tonight. And I'm super excited to be back with you tonight for day 4 of our Back to School Bonanza. And this bonanza is all about ways to help you teach better, save time, and live more. Day 1 was all about editable name cards or name tags that you can quickly and easily make with one click of a button for your students so they won't get lost on the first day of school. Day 2 was all about your open house or meet the teacher event or whatever you want to call it in ways to make it so much easier for you with a printable meet the teacher template and printable editable parent handbooks and editable open house PowerPoints. So we talked about those 3 resources to help you teach better, save time, and live more when it comes to back to school. Day 3 of the Back to School Bonanza was all about my Rainbow Dot Teacher Planner, which is a freebie that will be going out to all of our email subscribers this Sunday, August 12th. Now, tonight, we're here to talk about center labels or tub labels or whatever you'd like to call them. So I have a free 26-page printable set of done-for-you labels that you can use to label the tubs, bins, or baskets in your classroom in the different centers around the room. So here is what is included in that freebie, okay? There is a page for each different center that you may have in your classroom, okay? And it has a list of all of the suggested materials. Now, there might be more materials that you might have in there. You might not have all of these, but this is just a place to start. And then there's also a picture of the center. So there's a list and a picture. Then, after the picture of the center, there are the editable labels, okay? And so we have these already done for you, and you can type your own words into these. So it comes in 3 different versions: a regular PDF that you can just print and cut and label, an editable PDF, which you can type directly into the text fields, and you can type the words that you want. And then there's even a secured PowerPoint version that allows you to maybe add some photos of your own, because some of the pages have blank areas on them. So it has 3 different versions, and it's available for free to members of our free Preschool Teachers Are Superheroes Facebook group. So you can see we have for the Writing Center, ABC stamps, greeting cards, whiteboards and dry erase markers, sandpaper letters, pasting pieces, alphabet punches, and dry erase markers, clipboards, crayons, markers, pencils, and scissors. You pick and choose the labels that you want to use, right? Whatever works best for you and your students. And then there's the Math Center picture, as well as some suggested materials, followed by the labels for your Math Center. Now, you don't have to use these in your Math Center. If you prefer, if you have like a combined Math or Science Center, you can use these, whatever works for you. But just know that the fields here, the text fields, are editable so that you can change them to meet your needs. So if you call things by different names, or you teach in another language, you can edit that text, okay? Then we have the Alphabet Center. Again, some suggested materials and a photo, followed by the labels that you can edit. All you have to do, I printed mine on cardstock. You choose to print them however you like. But then after you print them, you cut them out, and here is what you can do with them. So I like to have all clear bins on my shelf because I don't like all the primary colors screaming in my face every day. So I opt to have clear bins on the shelf. And these little pockets right here, these are adhesive pockets. So this is like a clear vinyl pocket that goes on the front of each tub, as well as on the back. And then you can put a matching label on the shelf. So it's a matching game. And when you want to pop your labels in and out, you just slide them in and out like that. So when the children clean up, they can look at the picture on each end of the tub, and they can match it to the matching picture on the shelf. Now, when it comes to getting the labels to stick to your shelf, it gets a little sticky, a little problematic, because the clear contact paper that we used to use back in the day to cover the labels on our shelves, it had some kind of chemical in it that was no longer allowed. And they removed that chemical, and now it doesn't stick very well. So I switched to packing tape. It's not the ideal situation, but with a little Goo Gone and an X-Acto knife, you can cut the labels off and then scrub the thing, or you can just tape right over the top, whatever works for you. But these little adhesive pockets right here, they came from the Target Dollar Spot. They often have them throughout the year, not all the time, but occasionally, and they stick to the ends of your tubs, and you can put these labels fit exactly in them. I've also heard that they sell something like this on Amazon as well. I like to get mine at the Target Dollar Spot because they're super cheap. But that is how I put the labels on the tubs. If you don't have these nice little pockets, that's okay, because packing tape works just as well. Or you can laminate these labels and stick them on with Velcro or tape, whatever works best for you. So once again, here are some of the pictures of the things I have in my alphabet center. And some of these are from blog posts at Pre-K Pages. So you'll notice at the bottom of each page, it has the URL to Pre-K Pages. And if you type puppy chow into the search box, or chicka chicka boom boom, or alphabet soup, or letter bottles, then you can get the activities that go with that, so that you could recreate that in your own alphabet center. And then there are some blank areas on here, and you could use these blank areas in the editable PowerPoint version, where you insert your own pictures and your own text. But also these are open so that I can add more pictures eventually to each of the center areas, so that you can have all the photos that you need. And then we go on to the Science Center. And again, a lot of the things, you don't have to have all these things out, of course. You don't want to have all of these things out. These are suggestions for your Science Center. You can rotate things out, take them out as needed, replace with other things, but there's a photo and a suggested materials list that you can use if you have a budget for ordering, or wish list items. And again, these are editable. So if you use the term hand lens in your program, you can switch that. If you use different terminology, then you can switch that as well. Sometimes I put different names for these because I know these are two common names for both of these. So I put two in there. One is discovery bottles and the other is sensory bottles. So if I know of that, I'll do that. And of course, we all have Play-Doh in our classrooms. I do have a Play-Doh center because we do use it every day. It doesn't have to be a huge space, but there's some suggested materials, and then some labels. And again, we have a few blank spaces. So if you use the PowerPoint version, you can insert your own photos in your own text. And these are also open if I decide to add more photos to this packet later. So it's available as a freebie to the members of our Preschool Teachers, our Superheroes Facebook group. When you join the Facebook group, you do have to answer a few questions to make sure that you're not a spammer. And then after you answer the questions and we approve you, you can then join the group. You'll be added to the group. And then in the units section, so if you're on desktop, look on the left side of your screen and you'll see units if you're in the group. If you click on units, it will take you to all of the different freebies that we have available for our members. So I have a unit called freebies, and in there you can find the center labels. Block center, suggested materials list, and then all kinds of different pictures of different things. Now, if you have different things in your block center, that's okay. because if you use the PowerPoint version, you can insert photos on any of those pages with blank spaces, take photos of the items that you have, and add your own text. So yeah, I tried to include lots of different things in there for you, as well as some, for those of you that work in programs that encourage natural materials. So we have these as well for the block center. If you use the colored blocks, I do have labels for those as well. I put my colored blocks in a larger bin, and so these are a little bit larger labels. Then the dramatic play center, and there's a suggested materials list. And a lot of the basic things that you might find in any dramatic play center in any early childhood classroom, right? Your bowls, your plates, your pots and pans, your silverware, your cups, your books. You're going to want to have books in there. So those are some of the basics. And then your library center, there's a page in there for that. And then I have book bin labels separately. That's a whole other printable thing. So I don't have those labels in here as separate. And then there's art center, storytelling center, and these are suggested materials lists. And so as I expand the printable, editable labels, then I will be adding to this free packet. So right now it's 26 pages. I haven't counted the exact number of labels. Oh, I see I forgot a page here because it was the one that I cut up from the math center. I was cutting out a few to use as a demo tonight. So yeah, so it's all there for you. So this is especially helpful for those of you who are trying to set up centers in your room and you're looking for, what should I have in each center? If you need a list of that, this is the perfect thing for you. And if you need labels to put on your centers, this is the freebie for you, right? You put a label on each end of the tub and a matching one on the shelf. And now the kids know exactly where to go. You change those labels out as you rotate materials in and out of your center. And it is free. So what's not to like, right? And it's editable. Not only is it free, it's editable. So, and it's editable in two different ways. It's editable in PowerPoint and it's editable in PDF as well. So all you have to do is to grab your free tub labels is to join the free Facebook group. And if you're already a member, they are in the units section. And join the group and then go to units and look for freebies and they will be there. And if you're a member of the Teaching Tribe, these are also in the Teaching Tribe Teacher Resource Vault. All you have to do is go to the vault and type in labels and they will pop right up. And you can join or you can download these from the Teaching Resource Vault in the Teaching Tribe. If you have any suggestions for labels that you would like to see me add, because I'll be adding labels to this freebie, go ahead and leave them in the comments below and I'll consider them if I have the item to take a picture of. So these are all items that I took photographs of with my phone. So if I have it, I'll take a photograph of it and add it to the bundle when I have time. But for now, it's a freebie over in the Facebook group or in the Teaching Tribe Vault. So that is what I have for you tonight. I hope that this helps you teach better, save time, and live more. The way that these are going to help is that it's going to help make cleanup time so much easier for your kids when they know exactly what goes in each bin and exactly where the bins go. You'll have more time for teaching and learning, and you'll spend less time having the children clean up. Of course, you have to teach this. It's just like any other procedure that you have in your classroom. You have to teach it, and you have to reteach it, and you have to model it, and you have to practice it. So do that. You'll see if you don't already use labels, you're definitely going to want to use them. And if there's a label that you don't have that I can't get to right away, then just take a picture with your phone and use the editable PowerPoint version and insert that photo into the PowerPoint. So to do that, you would send that photo to yourself in an email, open the email on a desktop And then you can insert it into the PowerPoint from there. So yeah, these are a huge time saver. I remember in my classroom, before I created the editable version, I had a Word document version, and I would add to it every year. Each time I got something new, I would add to my list, and I would add to my labels, and I kept a set printed out in a file folder just in case I needed to relabel something or change things out. I always kept a set. And then at the end of every year, we made 2 new sets, and we laminated them. And we had 1 set ready to go for the next year and 1 replacement set if anything happened. And it was a huge time saver for me. It really kept my classroom organized. It helped streamline, clean up, help transitions go more smoothly, all of the above. So you're definitely going to want to grab that freebie over in our free Preschool Teachers Are Superheroes Facebook group. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight for day 4 of the Back to School Bonanza. I still have more for you. I'll be back tomorrow night with day 5 of Back to School Bonanza, and I'll be sharing another great freebie with you. So you're going to want to tune in tomorrow night. I'm usually live at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, where I share my best teaching tips and tricks to help teachers just like you teach better, save time, and live more. That's all for tonight. I'm Vanessa Levin from Pre-K Pages. Have a great night.